Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our today's topic is rule of 72. Rule of 72 is a rule of thumb which indicates that divide 72 with interest rate if we have to find years in which the amount will be doubled. On the other hand, divide 72 with years if we have to find interest rate at which the amount will be doubled. For case 1, if Mr. A deposit rupees 5,000, in how many years it will be doubled if interest rate is a 10% per annum? And for case 2, if Mr. A deposit rupees 5,000 for 5 years today, at what interest rate it will be doubled? Let me solve it. To find years, 72 divided by interest rate. To find interest rate, we will use computation of 72 divided by years. Case 1, suppose Mr. A deposited rupees 5,000, present value is 5,000, interest rate is 10%. The double amount of 5,000 is 10,000. And we have to find years. Years will be find out 72 divided by 10. It will be 7.2 years approximately. अगर देखा जाए तो हम ये देखना चाह रहे हैं कि 5,000 अमाउंट जो है वो कितने सालों में डबल हो जाएगी अगर आज इंटरेस्ट रेट जो है वो 10% है। तो हम ये देखना चाह रहे हैं कि अगर प्रेजेंट वैल्यू 5,000 है तो इसका मतलब ये है कि फ्यूचर वैल्यू की जो अमाउंट है वो 10,000 बन रही है, क्योंकि 5,000 का डबल क्या है 10,000। हमने रूल ऑफ 72 को यूज करते हुए 72 को डिवाइड किया 10 के साथ, तो हमारे पास 7.2 ईयर्स कंप्यूट हो गए। इसी तरह से अब हम केस 2 की तरफ चलते हैं। अगर मिस्टर ए ने डिपॉजिट करवाया 5,000 5 सालों के लिए, तो किस इंटरेस्ट रेट पे ये अमाउंट जो है वो 5,000 से 10,000 रुपए हो जाएगी। अब हमारे पास वही तरीकेकार है कि अब हमने 72 को ईयर्स के साथ डिवाइड करना है टू फाइंड इंटरेस्ट रेट। आज हमारे पास अमाउंट जो है वो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू की सूरत में 5,000 है, एन हमारे पास जो है वो नंबर ऑफ ईयर जो है वो 5 ईयर्स हैं, अमाउंट जो है वो 5,000 से 10,000 होनी है। इंटरेस्ट रेट विल बी फाइंड आउट बाय 72 डिवाइडेड बाय 72 डिवाइडिंग बाय 5, इट विल बी इक्वल टू 14.4% अप्रोक्सीमेटली। तो ये हमारे पास जो तरीकेकार है, इस तरीके से हम रूल ऑफ 72 को यूज करते हुए हम जो है वो अपने जो है वो कंप्यूटेशन परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं। In another exercise, we see that if we have to find interest rate and number of years by using the formula of future value, that is equal to present value multiplied 1 plus I. To find I, future value divided by present value whole power 1 by n minus 1. तो इस एक सिचुएशन में लेट्स इन केस 1, इफ वी हैव ए फ्यूचर वैल्यू 40,000, आज किसी ने हमसे प्रॉमिस किया कि आपको 40,000 रुपया मिलेगा अगर आप आज 10,000 रुपया डिपॉजिट करवाते हैं, और 5 सालों का टाइम पीरियड है। हमने इसी एक फार्मूले से इस एक फार्मूले को रीशेप किया और I इज इक्वल टू फ्यूचर वैल्यू डिवाइडेड बाय प्रेजेंट वैल्यू होल पावर 1 डिवाइडेड बाय n minus 1. So we start our computation. We will have to find interest rate. Let we compute here is equal to, and we will go along this formula, is equal to future value divided by present value. We will close this function. Then we will solve the power function, that is 1 divided by number of years and we will close this function as a whole and then put -1. So it is 31%. Let we make it round and in a percentage. So 31.9% is the rate, is the interest rate that we have found now, that in 5 years, 10,000 will be doubled to 40,000. Let me see the comparison of the previous example. If we have present value 5,000 today, 10,000 is the doubled amount. Years are 5. The same answer, 14.87%, which was found by rule of 72. That is 42, approximate. And in the same manner, we have computed here. If, let's see, we have another example. If we have today 1,50,000, someone is promising in future 45,000, 4,50,000. Years are 10 years. The interest rate will be 11.6%. So this one is a very simple case that we have resolved in this box. And the students can easily solve this computation manually by calculator. That is the way that how we can compute it. And in the same manner, let's come towards the case number 2. Here we will have to find number of years. To find number of years, we will again, we know that future value is equal to present value multiplied 1 plus I whole power n. And now we will have to find n. So for computation, we will use the log function. N log 1 plus I is equal to log future value divided by present value. And n is equal to log of both of future value divided by present value divided by log 1 plus I. So let's come up towards this example. Say we have future value is 20,000. Present value is 5,000. Interest rate is 10%, 0.10. Now we have to find the n. We will use this particular computation is equal to log of divided by 5,000. We will close this element divided by log of one plus I, and we will close this function. It is 14.54 years. Let it in a big size. 14.5 years. This amount will be reached from 5,000 to 20,000. Let's 10,000. A double example, 7.27 years. So it's very clear that in a double case, rule of thumb is also in practicing. And if we have to find other than the double amount, we can also find these values. Thank you so much for listening this topic. And one thing more, that while solving these questions, you will have to see that what in future the amount is getting to offer to you and what you are paying today. And then we can easily solve this computation.